Science is a valuable tool that can help document change as Palau is facing so many stressors in our environment today, especially with climate change, the ocean temperature getting warmer, acidification of the ocean increasing. Science becomes an early warning system for our communities to see and understand changes in our coral reefs, and will help our communities and Palau leaders understand and be able to make decisions. At the same time, it will also be very important to validate some of the important traditional knowledge that we have relied on for many generations in managing our resources.
Perhaps one of my favorite parts of working in the Southwest Islands of Palau is to recognize that intimate relationship that exists across forms of human knowledge. Our recent expedition included bringing scientific tools, modern cameras to the reefs of the Southwest Islands to document what's there. But at the same time, we met with the folks from the Hatahobe state, the colleagues that have been thinking about these reefs for generations, where generation upon generation had been watching and learning what was happening underwater. The conversations we had on the boat, we shared stories about spawning times, about distributions of corals, the scientific stories, the traditional stories. They're all stories of what's happening underwater. I've been particularly impressed by the people in the Hatahobe state, the ability to use the traditional ecological knowledge, this view of the natural resources, with a supremely thoughtful stewardship protocol. When one species is becoming rare, protections are put on that species. And when there's a problem for the human community, resources are used. There's a balance in intimate relationship between the human and the underwater world. In some cases, the science seems moot. It seems like the problems are solved. It seems like the reefs of Helen have everything going for them, a great community of people working with them. I've been particularly impressed by the traditional stewardship that exists in the Hatahobe state and by the folks living on Toby to protect the resources from generation to generation. I feel honored that we're able to work there and to tell stories from science that really are just recapitulations of the traditional knowledge that's existed in the region for generations.